EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Oh, they'll try a reverse here to start out. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here we go. Set. Trick the Eagles. Trick the Eagles.
Right to the air goes Sanders.
Well, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. No gain on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
You look at this Browns defense.
They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Well, they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Ready. Finish it up. Hey.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year and 3rd overall. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Point after is right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Ravens 7, Browns 0.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is. And his first throw of the game.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Odafe Owe.
Sanders' pass intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Ready. Sit up. 13. Sit up.
Now a handoff from the middle. Vincent. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And 10.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now a 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Lewis seen. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Hey, Ozzy, sit up. You. Sit up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Jackson going to keep it. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not much happening on the returns. He'll get this to about the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Cut 19.
Sanders. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Here we go.
On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! David Njoku with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Point after up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
From the gun, Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first. Back-to-back good plays, have them on the move on first down.
No, we changed it. Come on. Hey, Ozzy, sit up.
Jackson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Browns are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Next receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. From the shotgun, Sanders. He's got a man. That's Bond. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play.
19 Tiger.
Sanders to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Hey, Alpha. Hey. It's on. Ready. It's on. Sit on. Ready. It's on. Go ahead. You at X.
They'll keep it on the ground. Vincent. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. (10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
It's on. You. Hey.
Play action. Now Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Yo. Hands up. Sit hard. 180. Sit hard.
They'll run on first down. Vincent. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Luke now for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Ravens 17, Browns 7. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he'll let this one go deep for choke. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
DC, ready? Ready! 13,
After the interception, here's Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Up the middle they go. Vincent. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. The Ravens at 4-3, a game over 500. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Right back to him on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Now 2nd and 5. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, then, yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're for the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
He's going to try and go deep again. He got his man complete. Down to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
A big play there. 84 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
Browns 14.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing is Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3rd down and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Gotta be lying. Drop 60, drop 60.
To throw now, here's Sanders. That is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Sanders. Working in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Seven Pirates. Seven Pirates.
Here's Sanders. And it's taken in by Njoku. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
34 yards. That's another.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing, Sanders. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. Second and 10.
Come on, come on.
Now Sanders. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they say it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Liking, hey, good.
They'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Cody Simon drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey. Cougar 19. Hurt, hurt. Street, street. Let's go.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
But all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves.
They'll run from the gun. It's Judkins.
Well, somehow he was able to sidestep that first tackler, but still hit and taken down behind the line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Riggs, pat the 60, pat the 60.
Play action. It's Sanders.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Really on a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Browns go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
24. Browns 21.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
DC, right?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Back to throw. Sanders. And it's caught inside the 10. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Operating from the gun, Sanders. And that's going to be caught for Browns touchdown. Dylan Sampson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
1 second, all that remains.
Hey, hey.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
To throw is Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
Forward. 180. 180. 180. Finish up.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Quick, ready?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
180. Finish it up. 180. Finish up. Shut up.
Now Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Jackson's going to try the sneak. And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. On first down, Vincent. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
You change it. No. Hey, hey. Right on.
They'll keep it on the ground. Vincent. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 62 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
180. Finish up. Go ahead.
Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
On his loop for the extra point. And that one gives him a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Ravens 31, Browns 28. To kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Ravens have got it. So problems there on the return, very costly, not what you need when you've just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
They'll run on first down. Vincent. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Luke now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Ravens 38, Browns 28. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Go check. Go check.
Looking to throw. Sanders. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'd give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mikey 18. Cougar 19. Cut 19. Cut 19. Buffalo 18.
Back to throw. Sanders. And oh my goodness, has a 5th interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, Haywood. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the give, this is their fullback. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
That's hot. Go ahead.
Now it's Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Jackson now. He'll try and do this himself. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
Back to it now after the made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Sanders. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He's got Njoku over the middle. Look at the big fella go. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku. 57 yards. And the Browns are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6.
41. Browns 35.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey. Ready. Yo. Ready. Good shot. Middle. We change it. Nice shot.
Jackson. Fired quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down.
Come on. Shut up, you.
Now a handoff up the middle. Vincent. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Vincent. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line.
Hey, Ozzy, sit up. No, we changed it. Sit up.
Looking to throw. Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
180! That's it!
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Dialed up the fullback dive that time. We'll see what they go to on 3rd down from the 1.
Yeah, they may have dialed it up, but it was repelled, wasn't it? Do you wag a finger back at the offense like a certain iconic NBA guy did back in the day, or do you just say, try it again, guys?
No, I think they wagged the finger, but they got to get one more stop here, maybe 2.
Sit on! 180! That's it!
Jackson will keep it. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
The Ravens will line up for the two-point conversion.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more.
Ravens 49. Browns.
He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Or are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
A gain of 24 yards. And the Browns first down.
All three timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. The chart goes in motion left. They go play action now. Sanders. And he'll just get rid of it. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Sanders to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Adafe Owe in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier, sack on 3rd down. Really should have a better game plan installed for how to contain him because he's affecting this game in so many ways.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Seven Pirates!
They'll go. Here's Sanders. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Go. Hands up. Sit up. Ready. Listen up. Sit up.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line.
104 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
This now a 3rd and 4.
180. 180. Nice shot. Sit up.
They'll keep it on the ground.
Vincent.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just get going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all